Is she cheating? That question lingers in the minds of many men, silently, painfully. But what if you didn't need her to confess? What if you could spot the truth, not through paranoia, but through Stoic clarity? Welcome to Stoic Journey. Today, we reveal 7 Stoic red flags that can quietly expose infidelity. No drama, no games, just truth. For the man who values peace over pain and wisdom over emotional chaos. 1. The energy shift. Her presence feels absent. Stoicism teaches us to observe, not to react. A Stoic man pays attention to the unseen, the unsaid. One of the first red flags is an unexplainable shift in energy. She's there, but not really. Her texts become shorter. Her eyes stop lingering. Her attention is fragmented, like her mind is always somewhere else, or with someone else. Where she once made effort, she now offers obligation. Stoic insight. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." You can't control her loyalty, but you can observe when her spirit leaves the room, even if her body stays. 2. The sudden guard. Privacy becomes secrecy. A Stoic man respects boundaries, but he also recognizes when boundaries become walls. Suddenly, her phone becomes a sacred artifact. She used to scroll openly. Now, it's face down, locked, and clutched like a lifeline. She leaves the room to answer calls. She laughs at texts she doesn't explain. Remember, privacy is healthy. Secrecy is not. One is built on trust, the other on fear of exposure. Stoic insight. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." A loyal partner has nothing to hide. When hiding becomes the default, the truth is buried just beneath her silence. 3. The emotional roller coaster. She's irritated by your presence. A woman who is emotionally invested will argue to resolve, not to escape. But when guilt creeps in, she'll look for reasons to make you the villain, so she can justify her betrayal. She starts fights over nothing. She's colder. She's distant. And suddenly, everything you do annoys her. Why? Because being with you reminds her of her own disloyalty. Stoic insight. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Do not imagine problems that don't exist, but don't ignore emotional earthquakes, either. If her temperament has turned, it may be because her heart has, too. 4. The overcompensation. Unusual kindness with a hidden purpose. Ironically, a cheating partner may become more affectionate. Not because of love, but because of guilt. She surprises you with gifts. More compliments. More physical touch. But it feels transactional. Not warm. It's her subconscious balancing the moral scale. Her betrayal breeds a strange kindness, one that Stoic men see through. Stoic insight. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When her soul is stained by secrets, even kindness carries the scent of fear. If her love suddenly becomes theatrical, ask yourself, is it genuine or is it camouflage? 5. The availability void. Time with you decreases without reason. IME is a currency, and people spend it where they feel most connected. A woman who once rearranged her schedule to see you now suddenly becomes busy, often vaguely. She's working late. Out with friends you've never met. Weekend plans become solo escapes. And when you ask, her explanations are defensive, not informative. Stoic insight. Epictetus taught, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. A Stoic man doesn't need to argue to prove he sees the truth. He observes where time flows and where it stops. If her life has a new chapter you're not part of, someone else may be writing in it. 6. The body language disconnect. Intimacy without soul. Stoicism values reason over impulse, but it also respects instinct. If she's physically present but emotionally detached, you'll feel it in her embrace. She kisses you, but avoids your eyes. She touches you, but her body is stiff. There's distance in closeness. Sex becomes less frequent or overly mechanical. Either way, something's missing. Stoic insight. As Marcus Aurelius said, look within. Within is the fountain of good. When a woman's affection becomes hollow, the body speaks what the mouth cannot. Stoic men listen to silence, read gestures, and feel the truth without needing confirmation. 7. The truth test. Her values shift overnight. This is the rarest, but most damning red flag. She suddenly adopts new values. She starts justifying behaviors she once condemned. Her worldview becomes more free, independent, self-centered. It's not growth, it's preparation. She's rewriting her moral code to excuse betrayal. What she once called cheating, she now labels as freedom. What was once sacred is now just human nature. Stoic insight. Seneca warned, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." When a woman rewrites her ethics, she's preparing to break promises. A Stoic man doesn't need drama. He simply observes and lets go. Calm sunrise, man walking forward with peace in his eyes. So, is she cheating? Maybe. Maybe not. But these 7 Stoic red flags don't lie. They don't scream. They whisper. A Stoic man doesn't chase. He doesn't accuse. He simply sees and chooses peace. He does not beg for love. He doesn't compete for loyalty. Because real love doesn't require surveillance. It reveals itself, in presence, in peace, in consistency. If she's not offering that, let her go. You were not made to suffer dishonor in silence. You were made to master your emotions, sharpen your perception, and walk away when necessary. The Stoic man isn't emotionless. He just refuses to be ruled by emotions. If you found strength in this video, subscribe to Stoic Journey, where clarity replaces confusion and emotional strength is the only path forward. Speech Balloon, comment your thoughts below. Has your intuition ever proven right? Scroll subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, emotional clarity, and silent strength. Bell turn on notifications and walk with us on your Stoic journey.